Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to our channel where we have our English classes. My name is teacher Fernanda and I'm very happy and grateful to be here with you today in another week, in another class. I want to thank God because I'm very grateful to be here this day, and I hope that you're fine at home. I hope you're safe and sound. I hope your family is all alright. Let's not forget, God is with us every day, all the time. He never leaves us alone. So let's thank Him for this new week and this new day. So today we have spelling and vocabulary class, and our topic is going to be using just enough words. I want to tell you that this topic today is going to be a little bit different, this class, because we're going to check out the vocabulary list and the spelling vocabulary list of those words for you to get a better idea of how to pronounce these words correctly and how to use them, because I'm also going to tell you the definition of each of these words as well as an example. So let's start with our class then. Okay, so let's check out. First, I'm going to read this text for you to get an idea of what we're talking about here, about the spelling correctly these words. The words, this text, I'm going to read some words that are written incorrectly, but they are pronounced very similar to the correct spelling of these words. So let's start. Let me show you what we're going to do here. Earthquake safety tips. Become familiar with these rules. They may help you avoid tragedy. Remain calm. If you're indoors, get under a desk or a table or stand in a doorway. Stay away from windows, shelves, and heavy equipment. If you're outdoors, quickly move away from buildings, utility poles, overhead wires, and other structures. Avoid down power or utility lines, which may have electricity flowing through them. If you are in an automobile, stop in an open area away from power lines and trays. Stay in the vehicle for shelter. Do not try to escape. Do not use a lantern, torches, lighter, or open flame. Do not get anxious. Do not panic. As you can read here, it seems normal. It seems correct, but it's actually not correct. It's wrong. But let's check out the wrong words. So here, the wrong words that we just check out are this: familiar, tragedy. We have 2. We have 3. Here, which, we have 4, escape, 5, lantern, 6, anxious. Okay, let's check out. Let me underline them for you here. We have familiar, we have tragedy, we have which, we have escape, lantern, anxious. Alright, so they are wrong. They seem as if they are pronounced correctly, but they're not pronounced correctly. They're actually misspelled. So if you read them, familiar, tragedy, which, escape. This one it's a little bit different because of the X here in the middle, but it's still very similar to the correct word. Lantern and anxious. So as you can notice, these words are misspelled. They are not correctly spelled, but they sound very similar to the correct spelled words. So let's check out how are they pronounced. They're written. So here we have the word list. We have the spelling words. We have the words nuclear, helicopter, anxious, appreciate, familiar, athletic, escape, apologize, pastime, exquisite, lantern, fulfill, souvenir, tragedy, sherbet, algebra, icicles, escort. These words are the correct words. In fact, we have some of the words that we checked in the text, in the previous text. We have anxious, we have familiar, we have escape, we have fulfill, No, it wasn't fulfill. It was lantern. We have just about that. Those are all of the words. And then we have another two words that are frequently misspelled here. We have doesn't and we have which was one of the words in the previous text. They were incorrectly spelled, but they are pronounced very similarly to the correct spelled words. They sound the same, but they are not correct. They're written incorrectly. So let's start with the vocabulary words here. We have the word nuclear, which is a type of energy with enormous destructive capacity. The cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were destroyed by nuclear explosions. We have the word helicopter. A helicopter is an aircraft with long blades on top, that go round very fast. It is able to stay still in the air and to move straight upwards or downwards. The company owns a helicopter. These are examples using the words nuclear, helicopter. And we have pictures here to demonstrate what we're talking about. Vocabulary words: anxious, being worried and nervous. That's the meaning of being anxious. She looked anxious during the test. Here's an anxious kid. Appreciate. If you appreciate something that someone has done for you or it's going to do for you, you are grateful for it. So to appreciate is to be grateful. Thanks. I appreciate your help. Be thankful. Vocabulary words here another time. Familiar. If someone or something is familiar to you, you recognize them or know them well. It can also be a place. For example, this place seems familiar, like you know them, you recognize this place. Athletic. An athletic person is fit and able to perform energetic movements easily. Lauren is an athletic woman. For example, a soccer player or a boxer, they are athletic people because they're fit and they are capable of doing energetic movements. Escape. If you escape from a place, you succeed in getting away from it. Rory escaped the party successfully. It means to get out from somewhere. Apologize. When you apologize to someone, you say that you're sorry, that you have hurt them or caused trouble for them. You can't say I apologize as a formal way of saying sorry. So to apologize is to be sorry or to say sorry. So you can use this expression as a formal way to say I'm sorry. But it is also when you show regret of doing something. For example, here he apologized with his aunt. So he said sorry to his aunt. Lantern. A lantern is a lamp in a metal frame with glass sides with a handle on top so you can carry it. It is like this one, like the ones they used before that were filled with oil. Here, take this lantern with you. Okay, when, for example, if you're in the dark and you're going somewhere that hasn't got light, you can ask for a lantern or carry a lantern with you. Fulfill. To fulfill a task, role, or requirement means to do or be what is required, necessary, or expected. I hope this car fulfills your needs, right? It means that when you need to get something occupied, for example, if you are looking for, if your family is looking for a new home, maybe your mom wants it to have a specific number of rooms or any other specific characteristics. So if this new house fulfills these requirements, it means that it completes these requirements. It accomplishes these requirements. Pastime. A pastime is something that you do in your spare time because you enjoy it or are interested in it. His favorite pastime is golf. It's like a hobby. Exquisite. Something that is exquisite is extremely beautiful or pleasant, especially in a delicate way. This food is exquisite. It means something that is very beautiful or pleasant, and it can refer to art, it can refer to something that you see and it is beautiful to your eyes, and it also can be taught told about food, because food can be exquisite too. It can be pleasant. A souvenir. A souvenir is something which you buy to remind you of a holiday, place, or event. I brought you a souvenir from the beach. For example, if you go to Mazatlan and you bring to your friends a little bottle with sand, or if you bring him a t-shirt, then that's a souvenir. Tragedy, a very sad event or situation. That's a tragedy. It's a very, very sad, complicated situation that usually has a bad ending. Sherbet. Sherbet is like ice cream, but made with fruit juice, sugar, and water. It would be like what we call in Mexico like a raspado. It's very similar to it, or nieve de garrafa. But these sherbets are actually pretty common in Asia, like in Indonesia or Thailand. In Indonesia, they have fruity sherbets in summer. This is a picture of a real sherbet. Algebra. It is a type of mathematics in which letters are used to represent possible quantities. I have never been very good at algebra. And here we have an example of an algebraic expression, which you are going to see a little bit of it when you're in middle school. And this is true, I have never been actually very good at algebra. Icicle. An icicle is a long pointed piece of ice hanging down from a surface. It forms when water comes slowly off the surface and freezes as it falls. Watch out! There's an icicle right on the top of you. So it is when water freezes on a surface that it's tall and it comes down as if it is melting, and then it freezes. Yes, it freezes right in the middle of its way to the ground. So an icicle is formed. And escort. An escort is a person who accompanies another person to a social event. I will be your escort in prom, for example, when a person invites another person to prom or to any other party, that's his or her escort. For example, if your cousin is having his wedding and your other cousin brings a friend to the party, to his brother's wedding, that friend is his or her escort. So that will be all for today. I want to thank you for your attention. If you have any questions or anything you want to say about this topic, please feel free to do so. I hope you understand the concepts. If you have any questions about the concepts, you feel free to ask us, and we'll be very happy to help you. That will be all for this class. I hope that you have an amazing and beautiful week, and we'll see you later.